sorry, gentlemen, you can't see him.
What do you mean, can't see him? This is the Lord General Fairfax's lodging,
Yes, sir.
and we are a parliamentary delegation.
Yes,
so
Sir William Waller, I know who you are, sir.
Lords Dacre and Warwick, Colonel Massey.
I'm sorry, Sir William, I have no orders.
What is going on, sir? Who are all these fellows passing in and out with trunks and boxes?
The Lord General's servants, sir.
Why should they pass in and out when the commissioners of Parliament cannot?
They're loading up the Lord General's carriage, sir.
Where's he going?
Home, sir, to London. He's very ill and is going to consult his physicians.
Well, are there no army physicians? He must not go home. I have specific orders for him to the contrary.
Sir...
Look out of my way, Captain.
He is in conference, sir, with Commissary General Ireton.
Lord General, I insist on speaking with you.
Is it your custom, Sir William, to interrupt a gentleman's conversation?
It is beneath the dignity of a parliamentary delegation to be kept standing at the door. Come in, gentlemen, come in.
It is beneath the dignity of a commander of the army not to command in his own lodging.
You are acquainted with my Lords Dacre and Warwick, and Colonel Massey you know very well.
Yes, sir. Your lordships will be equally aware of Commissary General Ireton.
We are very well aware of him, sir, and of his activities in direct defiance of the Parliament's orders.
Your servant, gentlemen.
He is no part of our conference and should get himself out.
He is part of my conference. As third-ranking officer of this army, he will certainly hear whatever you have to say.
Very well, Lord General, we must comply with your wishes. But you ought to know that the House has demanded that this officer should appear before it to answer for his actions.
I am aware of that, sir.
Then we shall come to the matter in hand. We see that you are preparing to leave.
You see me, too, in my nightgown, only 5 minutes from my bed. It is not my habit to receive gentlemen undressed, but since you came in without being asked...
The Lord General is quite seriously ill, gentlemen, and I suggest you say what you have to say and leave as soon as possible.
And I suggest that you keep quiet, sir. This matter is between the Parliament and its senior commander and is none of your business.
Shall I leave, Tom?
No, Henry, wait. Have you anything to say to me or not? If so, I suggest you say it, as I am in some pain.
I am sorry to see your discomfort, Lord General, but I must nevertheless ask you to cease this preparation for leaving. The Parliament has ordered you unequivocally to stay with the army.
Has it ordered me a coffin, too?
Sir, your presence here is considered essential.
My chamber of gentlemen, 50 miles away.
We also insist that you publish an immediate declaration condemning all those soldiers who refuse to subscribe to the Irish service.
Yeah, my head is thick this morning, Sir William, and my hearing is not all that it should be. Did I understand you correctly?
I am sure you did, sir.
Then you must tell the Parliament that I entirely refuse to condemn my own soldiers. Your declaration of March the 29th has caused enough trouble without adding to it.
Trouble? What trouble?
Let me make it quite clear to you. The whole army, from the Lord General down to the plainest private, is deeply insulted by the House's declaration. More than that, we are angered that we, who have brought the nation to its present peace, should be publicly denigrated, slandered and abused as disturbers of the peace and enemies of the state. Our honour is at stake, and that is a matter we are all most jealous of here.
We are not concerned with the army's honour.
That is evident, sir, but we are. Your former declaration so undermined my command as to make it impossible for me to be sure that more than half my orders would be obeyed. Sooner than issue the declaration you now request, I would resign my commission. The two actions would be effectively the same. My authority would be held in contempt by 8 men out of every 10 in this army. Now, gentlemen, I must ask you to leave while I prepare to travel to London.
Sir, do you openly defy us?
I openly inform you, but at the moment I am in no position to carry out your orders. My physical condition prevents me, and the orders would not be obeyed. Thank you, gentlemen. The meeting is at an end.
This is an outrage, Lord General.
No, sir. This is what you must expect if you thrust yourself in where you're not welcome. I shall be most happy to receive you and all these gentlemen at my house in London, where I shall submit myself completely to Parliament's authority and carry out such of its orders as I can. I shall probably have to receive you in my bed. Now, if you'll excuse me. Captain White, show these gentlemen out. Gentlemen, please.
I'm sorry if my presence inflamed them further.
You were telling me about the officers' meeting. Please continue.
About 200 of us were present in the church.
And you all spoke sedition and insubordination for 2 hours on end, no doubt.
We discussed matters of common concernment to the army.
Oh, much more, Henry, and I shall lay down my commission. I will not command an army I can't command.
Well, that would be a disaster. We need you.
Why does the Lord punish me with this gout and burning fevers and so many aches and pains from my old wounds? You would imagine I had them yesterday.
Those are questions we must all ask in our prayers, but today others are even more important.
Yes, you're right. What particular sins have we committed that we must live in a time when other things are more important than our prayers?